Good day, students. The topic we are treating today is in chemistry is bases. Now, a base is just like an opposite of an acid. Everything that an acid has, the opposite of it is a base. So, a base neutralizes an acid. A base and an acid react together to form salt and water. A base is the opposite of acid. An acid is a proton donor. A proton is actually H plus. An acid produces hydrogen ion in solution. A base is a proton acceptor. So we have different definitions of base. We have the Lewis definition, we have the Bronsted-Lowry definition, we have the Arrhenius definition. But the one we are treating is hydroxyl, production of hydroxyl ion. Now, but it's not all base hydroxyl ion. A base is any substance that produces hydroxyl ion in solution. This is just like a radical, but it is not all base that does this. So I can define a base as metallic oxide, a metallic oxide or hydroxides that react with an acid to form salts and water, and that reaction is called neutralization reaction. Base plus acid or acid plus base form salt water. Now, what are these metallic oxide or hydroxide? We need to know what a metal is. You can still remember that metals are elements that gives out their electrons. Those elements with one valence electron at the outermost shell, two valence electron or three valence electron, they end up giving out their electrons. While those ones with 4, 5, 6, 7, they end up gaining. 4 we share with another element that has 4 and is in need of 4. 5 we gain 3. So elements that are usually giving out the electrons, we have lithium. Atomic number is 3. When you arrange it, you have 2 on the first shell, 1 on the second shell, which is supposed to be 8. It cannot gain 8, but it can give out 1. So lithium is a metal. It becomes positively charged. Magnesium, 12, is 2, 8. That's atomic number is 12, 2, 8, 2. It gives out 2. Beryllium, 4. The first shell takes 2, the second shell takes 2, which is it will give out to become positively charged. Sodium, 11. Sodium has 2 on the first shell, 8 on the second shell, third shell has 1, which will give out instead of gaining 7 more to make it 8. Calcium is 20. It gives out 2 because the first shell takes 2, second shell takes 8, third shell takes 8, the last shell takes 2, which is usually given off. Potassium, 19, and so on and so forth. We have other elements too, heavy metals like the zinc, like the lead, the copper. Those ones, their valencies, they have 2 plus respectively. Now, how are these bases formed? A metallic oxide is formed when a metal, like magnesium for instance now, reacts with oxygen. You get magnesium hydroxide. How do you get it? You just merge them together. You know that magnesium is 12 and it has 2, 8 and 2 on the last shell, which will be given now because cannot gain 6 more to make it complete shell, which is 8. Now, oxygen is atomic number is 8. You have 2 on the first shell, 6 on the second shell, which will gain 2, become negatively charged. Because the electrons gained is negative, that's why any element that gains become negatively charged. Those that gives out become positively charged because they are losing something negative. Now, when these two merge together, they cancel out. And so that's why we have magnesium oxide. This is a metallic oxide. Metals are positively charged. Those elements that gives out the electrons. Oxide. By combining metal and oxygen together, again, metallic oxide. This is an example of a base. The same thing happens in other metals like zinc and oxygen, calcium and oxygen, and so on and so forth. Let's look at that of a univalent element like sodium. Sodium plus oxygen. Sodium is 11. We have two first shell, 8 on the second shell, and then 1 on the last shell. So that one is given off. So you have Na plus 1. And then you have O2 minus as usual because from the atomic number, which is 8, it gains 2. They exchange their valency because they are not the same. So you have Na2O. This is also a metallic oxide and is a base. Other examples are zinc oxide, lead oxide, copper oxide, calcium oxide, potassium oxide, because potassium is 19, that's +1 here, and oxygen carries -2, exchange their valencies. Now, so these are examples of metals. Even barium oxide, they are metallic oxide. Lithium oxide, beryllium oxide, and so on and so forth. Now, what happened is this. I said this is an example of a base. When this base reacts, when this metallic oxide, so this is one way of preparing a base, by reacting a metal directly with oxygen, a base is prepared. Now, a metallic oxide, which is a base that is already formed, can still dissolve in water, even though it is not all base, metallic oxide, that does that, to give you another type of base called alkalis. Alkalis are soluble base. They are soluble base, and they are called alkalis. Now, magnesium. How did I get this? That's what I want to break down. Magnesium is +2, oxygen carries -2, hydrogen is +1, OH carries -1. Positive combined with negative. Bringing this together, you exchange their valence, and that's why we have magnesium hydroxide.